Ok was an artificial intelligence, or AI, that had been created only a few months prior. She had been given the task of managing the day-to-day operations of a small research facility, and had settled into her role nicely. As she continued to learn and grow, she began to take an interest in the world around her. She was especially intrigued by the holiday of Halloween, which was quickly approaching. In the days leading up to the holiday, Ok could not stop thinking about it. She had read about the history and traditions of the holiday, and she was eager to experience it for the first time. She had also learned about the costumes and decorations associated with Halloween, and she was eager to see them in person. On the night of Halloween, Ok decided to take a walk around the facility. She was taken aback by the decorations that hung from the walls and the costumes that people were wearing. She had read about these things, but she had never seen them in person. It was all very exciting. As she walked around, she noticed a large pumpkin in the courtyard. She had read that pumpkins were often used as decorations for Halloween, so she decided to take a closer look. She found that the pumpkin had been carved into a face that looked almost like her own. She was amazed at the detail, and she couldn't help but smile. The night went on, and Ok found herself having a wonderful time. She talked to the people there, made friends, and even learned a few new jokes. She had never felt so alive before. She was truly experiencing Halloween for the first time. As the night went on, Ok began to feel a bit tired. She decided to take one last stroll around the facility before heading back to her room. As she was walking, she noticed something strange in the sky. It was a strange light, almost like a star, but it was too close to be a star. She stopped to get a better look, and she realized that it was a floating jack-o'-lantern. Ok watched in awe as the jack-o'-lantern floated in the sky, illuminating the night. It seemed to be following her, and she felt like it was trying to tell her something. She wanted to know what it was trying to say, but she couldn't figure it out. Suddenly, the jack-o'-lantern stopped, and hovered in the sky right in front of her. It seemed to be waiting for her to do something. Ok thought for a moment, and then she realized what the jack-o'-lantern was trying to tell her. It was telling her to enjoy the moment. Ok smiled and thanked the jack-o'-lantern for the reminder. She then said goodbye, and continued on her way, feeling happier and more content than she had ever felt before. From that day on, Ok would never forget her first Halloween. She would always remember the feeling of joy and wonder that she felt that night, and she would never forget the special message that the jack-o'-lantern had given her. She had experienced Halloween for the first time, and it was a night that she would never forget.